We'll leave that there. We'll come on back. Trey Wingo, Seizure Sports. He's going to join us next. It's Jonathan Ingrid and Dustin with you guys right here in the film.
Well, you're not missing out. You're watching the action on the field and on the court. Now the next step for you to check out Betway, a sports book that believes betting is a sport unto itself. New customers right now get up to $250 back in bonus bets if your first bet loses. Download the app right now at betway.com/welcome. Register, deposit, and start betting. It's that easy. Here's something you don't want to miss out on. Like I said, new customers get up to $250 back in bonus bets if your first bet loses.
to the Washington Wizards in exchange for Rui Hachimura. Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, and Joel Bitonio have been selected for the Pro Football Writers All-NFL team for 2022. Individual award winners will be announced later this week. In other AFC North news, the Ravens are interviewing Browns wide receivers coach Chad O'Shea for their offensive coordinator position. The Ravens are also interviewing Broncos OC Justin Houghton for their vacant OC job, according to Mike Garafolo. Mike Fratello and Jeff Phelps track the biggest basketball stories and how Cleveland is stacking up with the rest of the league twice each week during Basketball Gold. Subscribe now at 92.3 The Fan or the Odyssey app. On your 2020 Sports, I'm Meredith Kane.
You learned about the NFL after seeing who's made the Final Four.
Come on, let's get going now.
Talk about the playoffs on the radio home of Super Bowl 57, 92.3 The Fan.
Back at it here on The Fan. It's Jonathan with you guys. Hope everyone's enjoying your Monday. Let's go to the North Olmsted Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Hotline. Part of Caesars Sportsbook, the 33rd team, Pro Football Network, the Half Forgotten History podcast, and a lot of jobs. Trey Wingo joining us here at 92.3 The Fan. Hello, Trey.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. Well, first off, before we get to some of the Brown stuff, I need to pitch you my new idea. So the Browns have a player on their roster called Tommy Togiai, okay? I'm trying to start a Tommy Togiai toga party sponsored by Caesars Sportsbook. What do you think?
I love that idea.
I mean, do you think...
Sounds like an emperor. Best like an emperor. Now we're live in Ohio, wearing your Tommy Togiai toga. Like, this is going.
Oh! It's set up for success, is the true idea here. Who's been your favorite person to work with in these Caesars commercials? I absolutely love them. I think they're hysterical.
Listen, Cooper is actually really funny. Like he is Cooper Manning is the unsung silent comedian of the entire family. But they've all been great. It's been so much fun, and obviously the real answer is Halle Berry because Halle Berry. So that was fun.
Do you think Cooper ever actually has to pick up a check ever, or is it pain in the eye? Just kind of like this one's on me all the time.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. Like, everyone understands. And we had actually Cooper, he was one of the guests of last season of the podcast. But this is my time to shine. They had the football thing now. And he's taking full advantage of that opportunity.
Love that. Let's get into the postseason and what you saw yesterday. The AFC is so tough. It's the cover charge to be an AFC team right now is just having a really good quarterback. Is it Mahomes, Burrow, and then everybody else? Or do we still lump Allen into that mix? What are we doing here?
No, I think you have it right. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who would put Burrow ahead of Mahomes. I'm not one of them. But I can understand why they would. I mean, the kid's ridiculous. He's an assassin. But look, to me, like, and Allen is definitely behind at this point. The Bills, the Bills, they have some problems. I mean, as good as they've been the last 3 years, they have nothing to show for it. I mean, they have one AFC Championship game appearance, and that's it. Burrow's been to a Super Bowl already. Pat's been to 2. The Chiefs are hosting the 5th straight AFC Championship game. No one's ever done that before. They were the first to do it 4 in a row last time. Those two, to me, are head and shoulders above everybody else. And, it's just what you take. Because Burrow is a complete pocket passer and Patrick is the magic man. That's sort of the difference. And I think that Allen is definitely falling behind both of those guys at this point.
What is it that makes Burrow so special? Like, I've talked to Bengals beat reporters before. They say the cerebralness attached to Joe Burrow is what separates them. What do you think in your mind?
He's a killer. Like, when I was compared to the 2020 draft, when he was the first overall pick, my favorite draft note was about Joe Burrow. When he was 9 years old, he was competing on an AAU basketball team, and the team was down 8 points with like 30 seconds to go. And he scored 9 points in a row, including 7 straight free throws as a 9-year-old to win the game. And the coach was a sociology professor at Ohio University. And after the game, he went to Joe's parents and said, I just want you to know that I'm a sociology professor, and one of my jobs is to study crime. What I'm here to tell you is that your son has an unnatural ability that you find in first responders as well as serial offenders. That they're both doesn't rise. no matter the situation, they could be mowing the lawn or pulling people out of a burning building, and his pulse would remain the same. So thank God he's using his qualities for good, because he could be the next Dexter.
Wow, that's hysterical. You know what's funny about that, too, is that, remember when Patrick Mahomes last year in the game against the Bills, the divisional game, they did a whoop data. Whoop registers everything, and part of what happened with Patrick Mahomes in that game is that they got back the data, and the data showed that as the game was the most intense and the stakes were the highest, his heart rate actually went lower, which is very similar to Joe Burrow.
Yeah, those guys, that's what you have to have. But that's Burrow's biggest quality is his disassociative ability to just remove anything from the situation and be, okay, what has to happen? And he's just amazing at that.
Trey Wingo joining us here on 92.3 The Fan. All right, so if we're talking about quarterback being the entry point, what do we need for Deshaun Watson to show us that he can be our cover charge, so to speak, in order to get in to dance with the rest of the AFC?
Yeah, I mean, it was not a great year, obviously, for a variety of reasons. But, he was working off almost 2 years of rust. I have to believe that's part of it. I mean, I don't care what you say. You can't be away from this game for almost 2 full years and not have some issues going forward. So the hopeful thing is that now he gets into a routine and there are no more disturbances, for lack of a better term, that he'll be able to get to where he was in 2020, which was his last year playing for the last year playing for the Texans. So nobody cared about it. They went 4-12 during the COVID year, and there was a million other things going on. But if you look at his numbers in 2020, they were incredible. And you have to believe, if you're a Browns fan, that it's worth it, because he's going to find that rhythm again once he gets into the